And welcome back to Riviera RC on this lovely Saturday. And as you can see, I am now wearing one of Keith's lovely t-shirts. Nice and comfortable. Right, let's get to something that's a little bit more uncomfortable for me. Care and maintenance, or extreme lack of. Now, let me rewind you a few months. Yeah, so that was the a mixture of 2 weekends that we went out with these, which were probably about a month apart. And as you can see, we were having fun down by the beach, going all over the rocks, in and out of the puddles. And yeah, I never came home and cleaned it. I never rinsed it off. I literally put it into my box, brought it home. It probably stayed in the box for 2 weeks and then put it on the shelf. Of course, it all dried out, but I was beginning to see a few bits looking a little bit rusty. And Dave said he was at home for a while, and I don't know whether he offered or whether I told him he was going to do it. But he offered. I paid for all the bits after he had inspected it. And yeah, from now on, I'm either staying away from the beach or going to actually make sure that I lubricate, clean, rinse, repeat. Because the salt water on beaches really is not a good look on these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come and bring you a bit closer so you can have a look at what had to be replaced because of my lack of maintenance and care. Bad man. So as you can see, that is what is left up on the roof. And yeah, it looks very rusty. You can see where the water's run off around here. But obviously that's just on the body. That makes no difference really whatsoever. But it was the underneath that was a bit of a nightmare. Now, that looks absolutely beautiful because it's been completely cleaned up. And we'll go through all the bits and pieces in a minute. But basically, Dave spent time and went through everything for me. The axles have been full of salt water and everything. I mean, these were shot. I mean, just the brand new. Remember, I did the video where this one snapped down here because of it having the plastic ends. I had to get a new one of those because that was all rusted. And was it the steering? There's hardly any steering due to all the joints in here. So what I'm going to do, and I don't like it when people do it single-handed, so I'm ever so sorry because I'm just about to do exactly the same thing. Here you go. So let's look at how yummy that looks. I should really be ashamed of this, shouldn't I? Yeah, there you go. Rusty hell. And I'm just going to pull this bag out. Oh, see, I should have prepared this. And bearing in mind all of these bits here have been soaked and wiped off with GT85. I mean, look at the state of it all. Look. This is why maintenance and care is essential. Because that, well, bearing in mind this has been soaked in oil, that is, I mean, I've got to laugh about it because, well, because really, I mean, these bearings, look. So yeah, just a quick, a massive thank you to Dave really with this, because I just thought it was a case of just loosen and free things up. But I can hardly turn that just with that hand. That's ridiculous. So yeah, he's put new housings for the axles on. Yeah. He's rebuilt absolutely everything, stripped the lot down, put new stainless screws in on the chassis, the lot. Absolute star. So thank you very much, Dave, and we'll have to get this one back out and running soon. So apparently maintenance is important. Yeah, sorry, Dave. Excuse the light bulb. That's my face lighter upper. Yeah, I think I need to go through and do these on myself. Luckily, these haven't had anything to do with salt water at all, so we're all good with those. Yeah, so that's just a bit of a thing I've seen throughout the last few months. A lot of people out racing their buggies and other bits and pieces on the beach. Obviously, you saw the video, these were going through the puddles, but even the salt in the sand will probably start to eat into everything. And to be fair, I didn't really give it a second thought. I just came home, dumped the box down. So it's just a bit of a make sure you carry out maintenance. Otherwise, if I'd have left that a couple more weeks, probably would have been cheaper just to go out and buy a new one. But yeah, huge thank you for Dave for completely stripping it down and getting it back and running. And I'm looking forward to getting it back over the rough stuff, nowhere near the coast. So yeah, we do make mistakes. This was one of mine, and I hope those are going to be all right. Anyway, take care, guys, and there will be more content coming up soon. I'm hoping to go and get some paint on something soon. See you all on the next one. Cheers for now. Bye-bye.